Alright, how do we get the Clanging Howl mod? Basically, it's a mod that revolves around a new structure, meteorites falling from the sky, and steel resources, energy crystals, and advanced tools. And here you can see these alien-style creatures in the Minecraft world. It's really interesting and looks pretty well integrated. To get the mod, just head to Clanging Howl. As you can see, it has 183,000 users. It came out for Mod Jam, and it's a mod with a lot of promise. So basically go to Files, then Mod Loaders. We've got Forge, old game versions, whatever you want. In this case, 1.21. Click Get File and save it in Windows plus R, App Data, Roaming, Minecraft, and you can save it in the mods folder, okay? If we go to the Relations tab, you'll see it says Optional Dependency. We can grab the enchantment descriptions, the effect descriptions, and just enough items to see the crafting recipes, but GeckoLib is required. For GeckoLib, we get it the same way, okay? We'd simply open Files, Mod Loaders, Forge, Old Game Versions, 121, and click the download button. So there you go. With that, we'd have the mod. We'd save GeckoLib in exactly the same folder. Alright, how can we find meteorites in Clanging Howl? Well, this mod adds meteorites as a generated structure, and they basically spawn more often in cold biomes, though you can occasionally see them anywhere. They come in different sizes, okay? This one, well, honestly, I don't know what size it is. Let's go check out a small one, which would be one like this, for example, okay? There we have a meteorite. Let's go see a slightly bigger one, which would be the medium. As you can see, they're pretty rare. I mean, they're not super common. This one, for example, spawned 2,000 blocks away, so we're talking about something that doesn't appear commonly at all, so it'll take quite a while to find one. And then the big one. Let's go for the large one. This one, probably. Oh, look, it's right next door. I don't know if I search for a tiny one now, I'll find it too. Let's see, tiny one, 243 blocks. Well, it might be that mediums just spawn less often, but actually, maybe they do appear more than I think, huh? But anyway, you're going to have to explore. You're going to have to explore, okay? And there we have the large one, which this one is definitely visible. As you can see, they're all in cold biomes, all right? And well, the meteorite resources can be mined. Looks like we need a wooden pickaxe for most of the blocks. Okay, it recommends better pickaxes and all that, but honestly, everything can be mined with a wooden pickaxe. It's also true that there are ores, right? There are ores like this one that need a stone pickaxe. And in the center, I don't know if there's anything else, but I do recommend that if you're gonna mine these ores, we'll go with fortune, okay? Since as you can see, these materials aren't super abundant and you never know when you'll find the next one, all right? So that's how you get, sorry, the extraterrestrial steel, okay? There we have it. All right, how can we get alien steel in the Hanging Cloud mod? Well, alien steel spawns, as we're seeing here, in cold biomes, which is where meteorites appear, and meteorites are packed full of this element. This element, to smelt it, we're going to need a blast furnace, and yeah, as you can see, it takes 20 seconds to smelt, so it takes quite a while. Then also the mod's own entities drop it as well, okay? They drop nuggets and stuff. And theoretically in cold biomes like this one we're in, I'm going to set night vision 1 true. Theoretically in this biome, there should also be some in caves, okay? Theoretically it's said to be from height 60 to 100. Let's see if it's true. Well, I've been at it for a while now. I don't know if I'm just not able to find it, but I can definitely tell you it's a rare element. Rare to find. Look, you just got lucky and found it. There it is. You just got lucky finding it first time I found it, huh? One and done. All right? It exists, okay? I'm in the snow biome. You need to be in that biome, and like I said, at heights of 40 and above. It exists, but it's very rare, huh? I mean, you're going to be loaded with iron if you keep smelting, if you keep mining iron meanwhile. Iron, coal, everything. Remember not to go too deep, okay? Although, well, down below are the diamonds and the good stuff, but if we're looking for this ore, don't go too deep. At what point is it worth mining versus just exploring and looking for meteorites? Well, look, here we've got a bit more. Look, I think it's fine if you come across it, okay? But I think going to specifically look for it, I'd rather explore up top and pray to find some meteorites, and that's it, huh? Unless we see that we can't find any meteorites, well then, if there's no meteorite and we don't know where another biome is, then we'll go mining. But look, here's another bio. Here's already a meteorite, see it? Plus, they're really easy to spot in these snowier biomes. So yeah, that depends on each person. Alright, how do we craft the hammer and plates in Minecraft with Clanking Hoe? Well, Clanking Hoe requires the extraterrestrial hammer, this hammer here, which needs extraterrestrial steel ingots, a steel rod made from 2 nuggets, and that's about it. And then we also need the extraterrestrial steel plate, okay? Which is crafted with the extraterrestrial hammer and extraterrestrial steel ingot, alright? And that's it, simple as that. This hammer doesn't seem to have any other use. I don't know if it helps me. Nothing. Doesn't seem to mine any faster. Absolutely nothing else. So there we have it, okay? It does 10 damage though, and has 0.9 attack speed. We're talking about if I find a mob now. I think I saw one around here. I saw a cow, but I can't find it, okay? I'm practically going to take away all its health. Whoa, yeah. Still without a critical hit or anything, you know. Okay, so super interesting. Plus it seems to apply an effect. I don't know which one. I'm going to try hitting this fox so you can see it. See how it applies an effect? Let me see if I can read which one. It's hard when it moves like that. Let's see. Cosmic irradiation. Okay, there we have it. I don't really know what it does. Cosmic irradiation, I guess it makes you more vulnerable to hits, right? Because otherwise I don't see it getting poisoned or anything. So there we have it. Alright, as we can see, he's using the industrial adjustable wrench. Adjustable. Well, it's crafted with a steel rod, 2 extraterrestrial steel plates, a copper ingot, and an energy battery. In the center, we'll also use an extraterrestrial energy crystal. So basically, this tool lets us, for example, turn industrial devices on and off, repair certain devices, including golems. Okay, if I summon a golem now and try to damage it, well, I can't damage it, apparently, for some reason. Is that a game feature? I can't damage it, how strange. Let's try in survival. I can't damage it. Okay. But this is from the mod, right? I don't know why it won't let me, but if we can't do it the easy way, we'll do it the hard way. No worries, buddy. It doesn't burn either. Well, anything else? Okay, sorry. Let me spawn an iron golem from easy NPC, okay? Okay, so there it is. Let's drain all its health and leave it at 5 hearts, okay? Now, theoretically, if I right click, as you see, I can repair it, okay? So it's super cool. Then also it lets you change modes of some blocks, okay? Like for example steel, the steel bridges, okay? Which for example changes the look there. Well, that's nice. And you can also restore blocks we left cracked to their original state, okay? And the hammer, as you know, leaves some blocks in a cracked state. Well, this one, for example, doesn't. Let's see. Cracked calcite. Well, not that either. I don't know if I have to break it. Well, no, it won't let me. I don't know if they need a special tag. Let's see. Calcite tiles. Let's see if I can crack them. Come on, I don't know. But, well, theoretically you can, okay? So there we have it. Alright, how do you use the crystal former? Well, basically in Minecraft with the Clanging Howl, we have the crystal former, made with extraterrestrial energy crystal, extraterrestrial steel plates, extraterrestrial steel grade. Okay, everything's extraterrestrial and cryogenic fuel. Right, it's crafted with extraterrestrial energy crystal and blue ice. Oops, it takes damage. Okay. So basically you place the crystal former and over time it grows amethyst-like crystals, right? I don't know if we need to place it in the air. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like much, but whatever. Amethyst type. Let's see, we'll do /game rule, random tick speed, 1000. Those are the crystals, I think. There it is. See? Energy clusters. Not sure if we can grab them just like that. Looks like we can. Let's see. So yeah, if anyone doesn't know how to get them, there you go. And this is turned on and I don't know, honestly. I'm getting cold. That's fine. And that's why the iron golem is taking damage, right? Of course, what I don't know is if I need to place this here on top of the extraterrestrial blocks. You know what I mean? On the other hand, the colder the biome, the bigger the crystals can grow and nearby water can freeze over time, okay? You can turn it on or off with a redstone signal or using the industrial adjustment range. So there we have it, all right? Now just patience. Look, here we have an example, okay? Patience, and we'll finish like this. All right, how do we get the extraterrestrial energy cluster? Well, basically these crystals appear in meteorites. Meteorites spawn in cold areas, And if I grab this crystal and break it, it gives me this extraterrestrial energy cluster. There's also this element called the crystal former, which over time will form an energy cluster that we can mine, okay? This way we can have a kind of farm, so to speak, for this element. There are no other ways, or well, at least I don't know any other ways right now, okay? Here we simply need to place the crystal former, turn it on, and wait, okay? So that's how you get them. Alright, how can we charge the tools? Well, or recharge them. So as you see, there are tools with energy capacity. This one uses fuel, okay? And of course, obviously, if they're not useful, if they don't have energy, well, they don't work. So how does it work? Energy works for most advanced tools, okay? And then there's fuel, which the flamethrower needs. For energy, basically what we'll need are batteries, okay? Here we have the battery panel, well, energy. We have the batteries here, okay? Let's grab them. Let's leave all these tools here since we don't need so many. And what about the others? Did I throw them in the lava? Okay. We have these batteries that are crafted this way, and the intense energy battery, well, this other way. As you can see, they have energy capacities, and basically, theoretically, we can recharge these tools with the stationary charging station or the portal charger, okay? If we bring the portal charger, as you can see, the tools start charging themselves automatically by pulling energy automatically from the tools we're carrying. And if not, we can use the stationary charging station. Let's see, we place it and it charges, right? I understand. Let's see, 187. I'll wait a few seconds. I grab it and it charges and works permanently. It never turns off. It's made with a diamond diode. Okay, this looks like it'll never turn off because it's pretty expensive. A battery panel that's made with another diamond diode and the redstone wire that's made like this, okay? So yeah, with this we could also recharge the tools, except the flamethrower, okay? Without needing to use something like a portable charger. I guess we can also charge the batteries, right? 1478, wait a sec, and 1486, exactly. So while we've been talking, for example, the sword charged to 370, 380, and this one's bugged out and keeps charging, right? Or what? Oh wait, no, we have the portable charger, my bad. Oh my god, what am I doing? What am I doing? Well, they charge slow, okay? They charge slow, but there it is. 300, yeah, they charge slow, but there it is, okay. Alright, how can we enchant advanced tools? Minecraft with Clanging Howl adds specific enchantments for powered tools and some unique ones per tool. Okay, let's take a look at the enchantments. I don't know if searching like this will find them. Well, the first is energy efficiency, which reduces energy consumption per level. We also have ecological energy, which allows passive charging when you're in the sun with the item in your inventory. The charging tick is slow, but if lightning strikes the player, the device charges 400 energy points. And then, for unique enchantments, for example, we have Tunnel Driller, which says, mines in a 3x3 area, except when crouching, increases energy consumption. This would obviously be for the drill, right? We have the overdrive for the chainsaw, which activates a state with 40% speed boost and more damage, but obviously uses more fuel. Then there's the killer charge for the chainsaw, which generates a shock on kill that damages nearby targets, applies slowness 2 for a few seconds, and recharges advanced tools in your inventory. It mentions, for example, that you can hit up to more than 40 units, okay? There we have it, alright? There we have it. There's the tools recharging, the flamethrower low on fuel. Which one? I wonder what the flamethrower fuel is. Ah, well there it shows it. Blaze fuel cylinder crafted with blaze fuel, and blaze fuel is made with 3 powder and extraterrestrial. There's not much else, right? Blaze burner, no, not much else, right? What is this? A lighter? Okay, a lighter. Wow. Check it out, check it out. Wow, it feels really smooth, huh? Honestly, for Minecraft. It's the typical item that you'd expect to see lagging, but no, it runs pretty well, honestly. Wow, I love the effect of the snow disappearing, but I don't know if it's because I have tick speed altered. I think it's the altered tick speed, huh? There it is. But anyway, there we have it, there we have it. Alright, how can we use the advanced hand drill? Okay, let's take a look here. Extraterrestrial steel ingot, copper ingots, battery panels, and drill bit. Well, basically, if we right-click, it'll start making noise. I'm going to hold it up so you can see it, okay? If not, we just left-click and we can't do anything. And yeah, as you can see, it mines pretty fast, right? Mines pretty fast. Remember, we could apply the enchant, let's see, at that drill. Well, I don't think there's more than one level, right? This one, okay? What it would do is mine in a 3x3, okay? There we have it. Let's just mine 3x3. Super useful for tunnels or whatever we want. And it works by charge, not durability. When it runs out of power, it stops working until recharged. And also theoretically, it can deal damage. I don't know how much. I'm gonna do a summon Iron Golem. Let's see. And well, in ticks of one, okay. It's not crazy, but there it is. And for enchantments, we could put efficiency 5, okay? We could add fortune, silk touch. Let's see with efficiency 5. Let's see how it goes. Oh, we can't run when we're right clicking. Small detail. I mean, we can't run while doing it, but I can run first and right click and mine there. Oh, I don't believe it. I just found extraterrestrial steel. Now that's luck, man. And here's more. Well, maybe it's more common than I thought, huh? Look, it does appear. Yes. The thing is, it's not exposed, right? Oh my God, it does appear. Yes. Okay, so there we have it. All right. There we have it. Super useful, honestly, with efficiency 5. It's crazy. Of course, for energy, I'm not really sure since it doesn't show anything because it's using the portal charges. Well, it's all a matter of using it and seeing how long it lasts. But it seems to last quite a while, honestly. Super interesting. All right, how do we use the advanced chainsword? Well, basically, it's a melee weapon, attacks fast, and uses energy per hit. If it's out of charge, it does way less damage, and the key mechanic is crits reduce enemy max health by 5%, and consecutive crits stack that up to 25%. So we're talking about 5% of their health. We're talking about something really interesting here, huh? Let's make a waypoint new, save, and I'm going to teleport to 0, 100, 0, because there's here. Or where is it? I'm going to do a slash here real quick because I had a maybe it's not this world, but I think it is. Well, I had an ender dragon, okay? I'm going to spawn it in, and that's it. Summon. Let's see where it goes. So, we've got the chainsword here. Theoretically, okay, each hit should take more off. 192, 186, 183, 180. Nothing. It's active. It has to be a critical hit. Okay, well, no, I won't be able to hit it if it's flying. Well, it's going to be an iron golem then. Summon a warden, a warden. True, the warden has more health. Okay, let's see. Whoa. 25 from one. Another one. 25. 25. Yep. Okay. And now it's at level 5. So now what? If I hit it, the effect keeps stacking, but I don't get it. Okay. The max health has been reduced. But I'm not taking away the max health. You know it stays at 375? Okay. Oh, I understood it different. Okay. What a shame. Okay, well, there we have it. Let's see. It's good, but it's not extremely broken either, or at least not for this type of mob. I don't know if the creator has planned some future boss where this makes sense, a boss that regenerates health or something like that. And then against TECHNOFLESH, it also removes more health, okay? It removes a bonus of 7 health points. Also, remember, we can add sharpness, looting, we can add everything, okay? So keep that in mind, and that's it. We're going back to where we were before. All right, how do we use the flamethrower? Well, the flamethrower basically shoots flames when you hold right click, which sets things on fire, okay? For example, I can set this tree on fire, no problem. By the way, we're skipping the crafting, but anyway, we're gonna need blaze fuel cylinders as fuel, all right? Important. As you can see here, it shows I have 6,600 fuel. I'm gonna try burning a tree so you can see how much we'd use. Look, we'll spray it like this a bit, and let's see, 1,585. So we had plenty, huh? We've got plenty, but obviously be careful not to burn yourself since this is a flamethrower, right? And the fuel gets used up pretty slowly, huh? Well, the fuel cylinder is made with blaze fuel, and blaze fuel is made with blaze powder and stuff. But anyway, if what you want is to burn down an entire forest because you're going to level it, for example, and you don't want to have to use lighters, using a flamethrower is a really good option. Actually, it's an item that might seem like nothing, might seem pretty silly, but back in the day, when I used to play technical Minecraft, I would have loved to have this in Minecraft, honestly. So you don't have to mine or chop down entire forests when you already have your own wood farm, right? When you don't want any more wood or anything, having the ability to just burn down an entire forest like that in one pass. Plus, the cool thing is we can also cook the mobs and they get a deep burn for like 20 something seconds. So there you have it. And it also makes enemies take more fire damage, almost 60% more. And there's also an interesting item which I'm going to show you, which is the blaze burner, okay? It works like a lighter, okay? But also, if I find a mob around here, which shouldn't be too hard, it can set Minecraft mobs on fire. Look, here's a pig, right? Click. Theoretically, it should... Oh, well, no. No. Well, we have to burn it like with a normal lighter. But does it apply blaze burner? No. So nothing. It's just a normal lighter that lasts longer. I thought I'd be able to burn it directly just by right-clicking on it. That would be nice, huh? As a mechanic, honestly. It would be good. I mean, if the creator sees it there, it's a good mechanic and a pretty solid distinguishing feature, honestly, compared to other methods. In fact, I'd say that... What's the cost? Blaze fuel? Maybe it comes a bit late. Well, no, not really. I'd use it. So there we have it. All right, how do we identify TECHNOFLESH? So this element, the TECHNOFLESH block, appears in nests, okay? If we do /locate structure and search for a nest, which I'm telling you are pretty rare, but they appear just like this. They look like a meteorite on the outside. Actually, they have quite a few meteorite elements, but inside, well, we have this TECHNOFLESH and stuff. I don't know if there's any other structure. No, there aren't any more. They appear in cold biomes, obviously, and the nest has this TECHNOFLESH net that the Hearts of Decay spawn, all right? Small creatures that climb walls. The nest can theoretically be mined with Silk Touch, and breaking it without Silk Touch gives a bit of experience. And the block, well, it can't be crafted, okay? So keep that in mind. These mobs, if we defeat them, I don't know what they'll drop. They'll drop chunk of TECHNOFLESH, piece of extraterrestrial steel. Okay, cool. And the chunk of TECHNOFLESH is used to create different types of decorative mod blocks, apparently. Then on the other hand, the Hearts of Decay, okay? These creatures you just saw infect creatures below 25 health, okay? And when they infect, they apply the Beyond Flesh effect, which basically causes an incubation in humanoids, like villagers, zombies, and wandering traders. And they have a 10-minute incubation period, okay? And if we interact with them during that time, we'll interrupt the incubation. Well, you see they've all spawned here, so the spawn is time-based, okay? And honestly, it's pretty creepy, huh? This creature, it's very well made, and basically the transformation results in a flesh maiden. I don't know if I can spawn it directly like this. It's a flesh maiden, okay? Which is this creature here that basically has 36 health and is aggressive, okay? 3 armor, normal attack, 1 tongue whip hit with 2 block range, and let's check out the drops. More of the same. And then we have the extraterrestrial, let's see, extraterrestrial Reaper, okay? Which is this one. I understand it's another possible creature that can spawn, right? So these are pretty strong creatures that I wouldn't want to deal with. Look, see how they attacked me there and gave me the neurotoxin and everything, right? This means they're already infecting me, okay? So that's why they say this mod will spread to everything around. I don't know if it'll infect a sheep too, but theoretically it'll spread, and that's the idea. Look, there's the Beyond Flesh effect, and that would be the mod's intention, okay? As it keeps growing and that nest gets bigger and bigger. I think right now it's pretty bare bones. There aren't many mob types, you know? There's only 2 mob variants, but I think this mod has potential. Real potential. I mean, it looks so cool. Oh my god, how cool this looks. And so we've got a bug here that's already... there it is, it explodes, right? And well, what's the counter? The counter would be the flamethrower, nothing more, nothing less than the flamethrower, okay? I don't know if I can just go here and burn their nest, but it looks like yes, right? So yeah, these bugs don't like the flamethrower at all, but look how they run to the water. Look how they jump in the water, man. So this would be the best way to counter them. I don't know about these big ones though. I figure it'll take a bit more. Actually, I don't see them running as much, but yeah, their health goes down. But it's true that the little ones, well, yeah, a flamethrower, and you clear them all out in no time. I don't know if you burn the nests, and sure enough, yes, the nests burn too, okay? So there we have it, right? That's the counter. All right, how can we use the chainsaw? It's designed for cutting wood and plant blocks by holding right click. Looks like it's not going to give me the whole tree. I was expecting it to break like tree capitator or something. I guess if we had a mod for that, it'd be way more interesting, right? So yeah, that's basically it. It's designed for chopping wood, has constant damage in a small area, and a swing attack, right? Which theoretically does 10 damage. Okay, let's see. There it is. Boom. Now that was 10 damage. Oh my god, wow, 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 wow. Right. Well, I don't know if you caught that, but yeah, I hit for 10 damage, but what it did to me was, man, that was brutal. Okay, then on the other hand, there's also the right click, right? Which takes out 3 at a time from targets. It has pretty good range. I don't know if it's worth it when you're hitting for 10 each time, but well, there you go. So yeah, well, we can put efficiency, sharpness, looting on it, right? So we can use it for some cooler stuff, but there's not much else to it, right? There we have it.